Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Great. So I think last class we stopped here. So now we will continue. For example, yeah, this secret service, my experiences, everything I shared with you. Things is also done. Whenever you see, whenever there has been very difficult time period in your life, okay, so in your natal chart of Saturn, there will be a Ketu transit in 1259. Then only this will take place. Okay, or on your birth Ketu, there is a transit of this Saturn on 159. Only either of these situations can give you that job. Problems in job, suspension, litigations. But sometimes what happens, they may get some kind of highest job because Ketu also represents Dvajakirti, means flag. Okay, but for that again they should have a powerful Jupiter or Sun in the birth chart. Then only that is not possible. Otherwise, it is not possible. Okay, Saturn, that is natal Saturn, you may have anywhere. For that natal Saturn, in that if there is a Moon plus Ketu plus Mars transit at the same time, it is the most worst time in your job time period. Means that 2.5 3 days, or what we can say 5 days, even that moon may on the natal transit, I mean natal Saturn also, that 2.5 to 5 days will be very very difficult time period in your life. If somebody is having this combination in the previously or in the future, you try to observe it. That is how you will try to learn the effects of transits, because transits play a very very important role in nadi. Next, marriage. From Venus to Mars, if there is no insimal planets, okay, huh? Sorry, if from Venus to Mars, if there is no insimal planets, then it's an early marriage. For example, consider one person is having Venus in Rishabha Rashi, Mars in Mesha Rashi. In between them, there is no planet. Definitely, marriage will take place at appropriate time, and there will be no much problems also in marital life. Now, let us take Venus is in Mesha Rashi, and Mars is in Mithuna Rashi, and in between them there is Mercury and Ketu. Understood? Or in between them there is Rahu and Saturn. That times it is difficult for them to get married at appropriate age. Understood? On natal Saturn, there is a transit, Rahu is transiting. Okay? Then they will have difficulty to do responsibilities. Why? Saturn is also a slow moving planet. 30 months it will take to transit one Rashi. Rahu is also a difficult planet. Okay. Or they may buy vehicles. Why? Rahu is the Karaka for big wheels. Right? That is the reason they may buy vehicles. Or they may involved in some part-time hobby, or they may take up some profession or some courses related to mobile photography, or something learning cinema drama. So all these Caracas of Rao, or some kind of software course, okay, or undertaking a foreign assignment, all those things will take place when this Rahu is transiting on Saturn. And
Sir,
Saturn, yes sir.
one doubt, sir. So when you say transit of Rahu over Saturn, that's basically 1259. No, from
Correct.
Saturn, Rahu should be in 1259.
Correct. From Saturn, Rahu should be in 1259. And this 1259, this 2 also I'll tell you when to take. Okay, now let us assume Saturn is at 1 degree in Mesha Rashi. Now Rahu is in 30 degree of Rishabha Rashi. That time this effect may not be predominant. Okay, so that second house I'll tell you like when to take. Predominantly 159, but 1 2 also you take. 1259 you keep in your mind. 2 when to analyze the result I'll teach you. Yes, Saturn Ketu already told. Rahu's transit on Mercury. Even though Rahu is not enemy to Mercury, but still native's intelligence is marred. One of his close friends or younger brother or younger sister is going to have a very bad time. Rahu and Jupiter. This is very very important period. Okay, the person is also running some Jupiter dasha, Rahu dasha, and simultaneously Rahu Jupiter, Jupiter Rahu is running. Then there can be a bigger danger. Or Jupiter Jupiter, Rahu Rahu. That also can cause some accidents, hospitalization for long time. Excessive imagination. Why? Rahu is the karaka for imagination. Mind is stress, mental anxiety. One of the close relatives will die, or native himself will have bad time. Some black marks, skin discoloration, or some mark on the nose, because Jupiter represents nose. Those things can take place. Rahu on Venus, very good in terms of boga, sexual enjoyment, affairs with other gender, others wife, others husband, like that all illegal things it will give. Okay, and financial prosperity, buying car, bungalow, those things it will give, provided your birth chart is having that combination. Okay, then this transit will realize. But because Rahu is also Kala Purusha, right? It is keeping the wide mouth, unsatisfied mouth, because it doesn't have a body. It may cause some living Karakas damage. Wife or elder sister will have health or mental issues. Educational success. Mercury, Sun and Ketu, good success in education. Mercury, Ketu, Sun, failure in education. That is the reason I will always say, whenever Mercury Ketu is there, don't tell it's bad for education. They may be an eminent lawyer, they may be a good astrologer, they may be a good occult knowledge, they may be a good doctor, they may be a good pharmacist, they may be a good software engineer. Because Ketu is Karaka for all this relief giving, threadless, wireless, thread-like structures, everything. Understand? Mercury Ketu Sun. Here why it is problem? Sun is the Karaka for gold medalist or that Budaditya Yogam. Mercury is the Karaka for education. This Ketu is coming in between. But here, why I am in the first case also Ketu is there, the second case also Ketu is there. But for the second case I am saying it is not good. But for the first case I am saying it is very good. Can any one of you just apply and say like why I am saying this?
Because in the second case, Ketu comes in between Mercury and Sun, whereas in the first case, Ketu comes after Sun. Is it because of that?
Somewhat you are correct in the second case, but actually I told you many people as on today, if you see on the social media everywhere, they are saying Venus plus Ketu problem with wife, Mars plus Ketu problem with husband, Sun plus Ketu father with problem with the father. Then suddenly one of the other person is posting, my father is 81 years old, he is happily living with me, nothing has happened to his longevity, he is also good with me, because they forget Ketu is also Karaka for binding. Understood? In the first case, it is the binder. The second case, it is a separator. So basically, how this Ketu moves? Anti-clockwise. If all planets are going 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, 4 degree, 5 degree, 6 degree, Ketu is going to move over. 30 degree, 29 degree, 28 degree, 27 degree, 26 degree, 25 degree, like that. If I am not wrong. Correct? So this Mercury and Sun are binded by this Ketu. They are sandwiched. You go and attach. Education Karaka, Sun gold medal. You pass your gold medal Karaka for that Mercury. Here the Ketu is a separator. Means the gold medal and the educator, it is standing in between and telling, I will not allow you to come. Understood? There the fire and petrol were pushed by this Mercury. Here the Mercury is standing like a wall, making the fire and petrol not to catch the fire. Understood?
Sir, in this case, can you also say, because Ketu is in between Sun and Mercury, can you also say that, the father and the brother would have some kind of a problem, or his communication might not be that great or something?
You,
Because
you, you,
Mercury is
you can
again
take
brother.
all the Karakas of Mercury and you can say it is having a problem. Okay. But here majorly we are just concentrating education as one example. That's all.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay. Now, what we can say, Sun represents father, Mercury represents his sister. So, father and his sister may not have that good relationship. His aunt for the native.
Uh,
Or,
so, Mer-
You can say his youngest brother and his father also may not have good relationship. The native is youngest brother because elder brother is Saturn, the immediate brother is Mars, the youngest brother is Mercury, the native is Jupiter. So the Mercury is the youngest brother, Sun is the father, in between them there is a Ketu. So it makes to say either the youngest brother will stay away from the family or the youngest brother and father are not having good relationship. Any doubt?
No, sir, clear, sir.
Okay. Next,
Sir, it
love.
is degree wise. No? It is degree wise. No?
Correct, correct, degree wise.
Sequencing is degree wise.
Correct, degree wise, degree wise. In the first case, if you see Mercury and Sun are in ascending degrees and Ketu is also in ascending degree, means 5, 10, 15 like that you remember. Love binding and separating effects. Mercury plus Mars plus Ketu. Venus, Mercury plus Venus plus Ketu. Mercury plus Moon plus Ketu. Means like that if it is there, the possibility of love binding is very high. Understood? Mercury is love. Mars is husband. Ketu is binding in the female chart. Okay. In the male chart, Mercury is girlfriend. Venus is the wife. The Ketu means Mercury is the Karaka for love. Now here also it is binding. Mercury plus Moon plus Ketu, it is common for both of them, irrespective of male or female chart. In these kind of cases, whenever they are coming for prediction and asking you, will love convert into success? You can say yes. Whenever there is Mercury Ketu only, obviously that love will come into picture. But whether it is success or failure, with this binding effect, we can say them, yes, this is going to be successful. And if either this Mercury or Ketu is in Mercury's house or Moon's house with this binding effect, then 100% we can say it will be successful. So you
It is
got.
in 159, 159, and 159 212.
See, now let us assume Mercury and now let us assume Mercury is in Mithuna Rashi, okay,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Mars is in this Kumbha Rashi, okay,
yeah, yeah,
and Ketu is in Tula Rashi. Now all are connected in
yeah.
lines. The sandwich effect is there, okay. What is the condition? Ketu should be in higher degree, correct? Ketu should be in higher degree. Mercury should be Mercury and Mars, even if the degree here and there not a problem. Ketu should be in higher degree, and
It should be
because
nice.
Mercury or Ketu, one of them is in Mercury's house, this love will become 100% successful. You got it?
Okay, sir, got it.
Ah. Next, love failure. When love failure takes place, between this Mercury and Mars, there is Ketu. Between this Mercury and Venus, there is Ketu. And between this Mercury and Moon, there is Ketu. That is where when love will arise, but for some or other reasons, it will end up in a failure. Understood? This is the Sukshma. Most of those people, like whoever who read any book or anybody, they are not able to and tell the prediction whether love will convert or not. Even they have come to an extent in a very good way, like there is love in your life, but they are not able to tell whether that love will get converted to marriage or not. That
Sir, I have
requires
one doubt,
experience.
sir. With respect to the earlier example that you stated, no, so you have Mercury in Mithuna Rashi,
Ah,
Ketu in Tula Rashi,
ah,
and Mars in Kumbha Rashi.
ah,
Say, assume right now I have Saturn also along with Mars.
ah.
Okay,
Then
then how will the prediction change? Because we have Mercury, Mars, Saturn, and then Ketu.
that things we'll discuss when you're discussing the chart. If I say that now, then
Okay,
another person will come
okay,
and tell what will happen if moon is there in that.
okay,
Understood.
sir.
Now my thing
Sure,
is I
sure.
want you all to get the gist of the binding effect. Of course, this Nadi higher advanced in the last two classes will discuss at least some 8 to 10 chapters, individual education, profession, everything. That time we will see because there purely like this we will not get. Of course, there can be moon, there can be Mars, there can be Jupiter, something right. We will not get same combination. That time I will try you how to alter. But now I want you to understand how to confirm there is a Paka love marriage.
Sure, sure, sure,
Ah.
sir, sure.
So now love failure also we saw. Now one-sided love means this guy will love everyone or this girl will like, but somehow from other side it will never get that approval. Okay. So those are like Ketu, Mercury, Mars, Ketu, Mercury, Moon, Ketu, Venus, Moon. So these kinds of combinations is what which makes problematic in love. Now along with Jupiter to Venus, if the connection is 4, 6, 8, 10, I told 80% of the time there is no marriage or marriage will break up. But now you saw Jupiter to Venus 4, 6, 8, 10, you know, like marriage is like very late or there is no marriage for this guy. But how to make 100% confirm? Along with Jupiter to Venus 4, 6, 8, 10, and any one of these two combinations are there. Okay, any one of these one combination is also sufficient. If it is there, then you can say this person is not going to have marriage at all. Okay, if two combinations is there, then gone case. One is there, you can suggest some remedy, but then also it will take place only after 34, 35 years. But along with Jupiter, Venus 4, 6, 8, 10, two combinations of these are there, then definitely you will not get married. We can say it confidently without any problem. Conjunction of Venus, Mercury, Saturn in 8th house. Venus heavily afflicted in both D1 and D9. Both Lagna and Lagna Lord, 7th house and 7th Lord in fixed signs and Moon in movable sign. Waning Moon in 5th, Malefics in Lagna, 7th and 12th Bhava. Understood? That is the reason I say without Bhava we cannot give certain 100% predictions. Bhava also we should make it and you should join. So this concludes the sum of the leftovers of Briganandi Nadi. Another 20% Briganandi Nadi leftovers are there. That I will take once I complete the other chapters. So now I want you to take you into Saptarishi Nadi in the next class. So this much is sufficient for you. Okay. So I hope these 20 pages were clear. Right? No doubt in this. I have given this material also for you all. Go through it once. Okay. If somewhere if you are finding difficulty, I'm happy to help. But don't stop asking. Okay. If you stop asking, then it's difficult for you.
Sir, have you shared this material, sir? Sorry, I missed.
It's already shared. If you missed it, I will resend it to you again. Not a problem.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
please.
sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. No issues, sir. So, this is done. So, these 20 pages are very vital. In fact, I can tell this 20 pages is like my 10 years experience. Okay, if you understand this 20 pages, even if you don't read that 150 pages Nadi book, also fine. Understand? That is the reason this was taught in IR Nadi. Okay. So now let me go to the slide. So till here any doubt anybody is having, please ask me. Okay. So not a problem. You have given your valuable time. Okay, so that you should make best utilization of this. Now, okay. You see, actually, as I told you, there are different kinds of motion. Okay, this different kinds of motion is a one-page notes which I will share you maybe probably by next week. Okay, but now you see here, if you see this chart, the sun is in the middle of the universe, or we can say our solar system. Universe will be a very wrong word. Sun is the middle of our solar system, and this Earth is moving, right? And Mars is an outer orbit planet that is also moving along with the Earth. After some time, what happens, right? This Earth tries to overtake this Mars. Okay. In that time, the apparent motion seems to our naked eyes, or like to our eyes, like this Mars is moving backward. Okay, actually Mars is not moving backward, but Earth is picking this phase, so that the other thing is moving like backward. Even it is see, If you are going in a car and next to you there is another car, if that car is going 100, you are going 120, you are also going, that car is also moving forward only, but because you are moving in higher phase, the car beyond you appears like it is going backward, that's all. Okay, so this kind of motion is known as retrogression or vakra. Okay, but in actual reality the planet is not going backward. Try to understand that. Any doubt here? And next you see, okay, if you see here, this earth is revolving around the sun in its own orbit. This Mars outer planet is also revolving around the sun. But if you see now, this rays of Mars are completely blocked by the sun, correct? And this is known as what?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is only known as combustion. Understood? This is more worst than retrogression. In retrogression, at least the planet is very near to the earth. That is the reason Mantreshwara in his Paladipika he told retrograde planets are equivalent to exalted. But if you see here, this Mars's complete race is lost to the earth. So the earth is not going to get any karaka of a Mars. So such people who are having this Mars in Astangatam or combustion, how they will be typically? Now you know the nadi karakas, right? So for example, if a person is having Mars is combustion, so what are the karakas he is going to get affected?
Younger brother.
Hmm? Try, only if you try you
The
will. Sorry?
blood problem, sir.
Marriage problems.
Mars is
Correct.
marriage problem, blood problem.
How will be this person's braveness? Will he be very brave? Will he go and fight?
No, sir.
He will not take any
Very,
leadership.
very.
Okay, he always wants to
Yes.
take other ways. Okay, he doesn't have that
Then they go-
aggressiveness, right? So all related karakas to Mars will be dim for him. Okay. Now you hope you understood. Whenever we say combustion in a chart, if you go and draw that celestial sphere, this is what would have actually happened in the sky. Understood? This is what is actually combustion. So now we saw extensively the Graha Karaka. Now we have to go for the Bhava Karakas. Okay. In Nadi, again, I told you there are different motion, Mandagati, okay, Vakragati, Stambhana, all that are there. That I will teach you in the next class. Okay, that will take some 20-25 minutes of time. That also I will tell you when to say a planet is Stambhanam, when to say a planet is Mandagati. Okay, who can become Mandagati, Neragati, okay, and Asta, Udaya, all that I will teach you. Now, 12 bhavas concerned bhava karaka and natural graha karaka is very, very important. If somebody is coming and asking you, okay, what is going to happen? Okay, first thing you have to identify is related to that question, which is the bhava concerned, and related to that question, which is the graha concerned. Somebody is asking you, sir, I want to know about my father. You have to go and check the 9th bhava, you have to go and check the 9th lord, you have to go and check the sun. Bhava, bhava karaka and graha karaka. Out of all the bhava karakas, Lagnadipati, that is the ascendant lord, is very, very important. Even in Purva Parasharam of Tanjavur Saraswati Mahal, it is said 1000 Raja Yogas will be spoiled if your Lagnadipati is not strong. That is the reason so many people will have this dharma, what is that? Gajakesri Yoga. Very commonly. But if you see the scriptures are given very, very big detailed about Gajakesri Yoga. Some will tell for that Jupiter should be strong, some will tell moon should be strong, some will tell another exceptions for that Gajakesri Yoga. Okay, all that also I'll give you for your knowledge purpose. If you want, I'll share in the class. I keep uploading videos these days daily. Okay, every day you can go and check AstroFox. One or other information I'm sharing. If you are subscribed, you are going to get more and more knowledges without any additional cost. Okay, fine. But what I'm trying to say is, if your Lagnadipati is weak, how much ever thing you are having, how much ever it is there, none of the things you will not able to enjoy. Okay, let me tell you, whoever is having your Lagnadipati is 6, 8 or 12 and it is weaker position, either your marriage life is afflicted or you are not able to get a child, okay, or you don't get the love of your parents or they died very early. Okay, these 3 or 4 important things, out of this, one thing definitely is going to haunt you. Means that is the importance of Lagnadipati. Lagnadipati in good positions, then all other negativity can be overcome and lead a healthy and prosperous life. Lagnadipati in 6, 8, 12 bhavas gives sickly and worrisome nature. So understand, whenever somebody comes and asks you about marriage also, check the connection between Lagnadipati and 7th bhava. If Lagnadipati and 7th bhava are related, it's good. If Lagnadipati and 7th bhava are friends, it is even more good. Okay. In this chart, who will be more active? Now we got a chart like this. I am asking who is more active. A person is having a Leo ascendant. Okay, one person is having Sun in ascendant. Another person is having Sun in Makara Rashi. You tell me who is more active.
So the person with the Sun in Leo ascendant, because Sun doesn't rule house.
Leo Sun is more active
Why?
because Sun has strength because it is his own sign.
But
And
The Sun,
second arrow,
but whoever is having Sun in Leo ascendant, definitely by 30-35 years they will go bald. But whatever you answer you told is correct. The person who is having his Sun in the Leo ascendant, he will be more active. Okay. Okay. Slowly we will go one by one because Bhavas.
Sir, one question here, sir. I mean, Sun here, the dignity will of course be much better when the Sun is in the ascendant.
Correct.
In Makara Rashi, it will be in sixth house, so it will be in a bad position.
Very much so.
But compared to, I mean, Leo is a Sthira Rashi and Makar is Chara.
Correct.
So generally, I mean, when you say active, he may be more active, but the life will not be better. Is that also correct?
Yeah. So we are using this movable fixed common, and we are coming like if a person in a horoscope is, if he is having most of the planets in Chara Rashi, generally they are like more active and they travel. Okay. And persons who are having most of the planets in Ubhaya Rashi, that is common sign, you see they will make a lot of friendship. Okay, but here the concept is slightly different, sir. Means I'll tell you like why. After 2 or 3 horoscopes, I'll tell you like why this person who is having Sun in this ascendant is going to be more active. Okay, but people told, but I know they had a different logic. Now you tell me in this, in the second horoscope, who will be more active?
The second horoscope will be more active because you have Jupiter ascendant in the Lagnadipati, the own house, and second house contains Sun, which is exalted.
Okay. Now in the third horoscope,
Is Mars is combust in the second one, sir, or
in the second one, yeah, I will not tell, but yeah, I am expecting people to come out with the answer.
okay? I mean, I would assume if Mars is combust, then the first one is stronger.
So any other answers?
The second one is strong.
Okay. Okay. See, like most of you were giving correct answers only. The point is, whenever the sun is the planet of activity, it is near to your Lagnadipati. Okay, more than Lagna, whenever it is near to your Lagnadipati, such persons will be more active. Okay, that is what we saw in the previous case thing. The Lagnadipati is sun itself here, so that person is more active. And in the second case also, the sun is the Lagnadipati, that person is having Jupiter. Okay, so this person is also like very active. Means sun is very close to the Lagnadipati, and sun is also in exalted state. And in the third case, obviously here also sun is near to the Mars, so this person should be very active compared to the other person. But sir told one point, very important point. Sir, if sun is combusted here, then I'll tell this is the active. Correct. That is very true. Okay. Yes, Lagnadipati is near to sun, luminary. Okay, that will make him active. But what if that Mars is combusted? I gave you an example previously with the solar system, right? So the person will not get the Graha Karaka and Bhaga Karaka of that particular planet. If this Mars is combusted, obviously Lagnadipati is losing all the quality. Correct. And Mars's aggressiveness is also gone. Then this person is more active compared to this person. Understood? So always mind that also. It is not okay. Whenever Lagnadipati is near to sun, that person is more active compared to other person. No. Make sure it is not in the combustion range. Otherwise, it's correct. Any doubt here? Because see, whenever somebody is coming red, while seeing the horoscope only, you should be able to tell what kind of person he is. You say you are like this, and then that time itself is clean bold. Understood? Now, you tell me like who will be more active? I'll give one clue. Okay, what is the clue is, see, this and all are basic fundamentals. Okay, somehow like people didn't teach. Okay, like when like we also learned very long back. They didn't teach these fundamentals. But seeing this very easily, we can say who is active. Now I'll give you one clue. Who will be more active? A person born in day or person born in night? As per
Day.
basic
Person
astrological rule,
born
who will be
born
more active, born in day or born in night?
born in days.
Born in day,
Day.
correct. So, in this, which horoscope is born in day?
Hmm. First one.
Left one or right one?
Left, sir. Left.
Left one, sir. Left one.
Okay, so can anybody say why left one is the day?
So because Mercury is always around Sun, so
Correct.
Sun will be more towards the 10th house, which is day.
Uh-huh.
10th, yeah. I mean, before the ascendant, it will be day typically.
Correct. So, like Sir said, Mercury will be always either with the sun or one house front and back. So, like he told, the sun can be maximum in Pisces or Aries or Taurus. It can't go beyond that. So, for morning birth, like he said, the sun will be beyond the ascendant. Okay. Only for night birth, the sun will go after the ascendant. So that is the reason we say the houses behind ascendant are called visible off. The houses in front of ascendant are called invisible off because they are yet to rise. They are not yet raised in the hemisphere. Understood? Any doubt in this? So, in this case, the horoscope in the left is the person who is more active. Even if I don't put sun's position also, based on this Mercury's position, you can understand. Anybody is having any doubt?
Sir, by active, do you mean more successful, or do you think that the
Means is
person
more
will be more
energetic,
energetic in
more
physics?
energetic, like anything you will go, you'll
Okay.
do, you'll come. That lethargicness will not be there. See, some people will always procrastinate. Okay, anything you tell them, you do them, they will take time. Okay, you can see, oh, yeah, I'll do it, man, I'll do it, bro, I'll do it, sir, I am doing like that. That lethargicness will not be there. Okay, they are always active. Oh, see, he's a very active person. Anything you say, he'll do it, right? Those are the energy
Okay.
you can see from that person.
Okay. And when you say combust, right? I think someone said about combustion. So till what degree do you take for combustion? Do you
For,
take 2 degrees or do you
no,
take
for
5 degrees?
different planet there are different degrees. That is what I tell. Astangata and Udayastam. Okay. Whenever, for example, let us assume, okay, Sun is one planet. It is at 300 degree. For another
Mhm.
planet, the combustion is, let us assume, 12 degree. So from
Okay.
288 to 300, it is in combustion. Only when it is goes to 312 degree, okay, it will be Udayastam. In Udayam, it will be more powerful. That degrees for what planet, what and what kind of motions, I'll teach you.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Yes,
then
sir.
you can understand what exactly, when it is within the combustion range, when it has gone to Udayam degree. Crossing combustion also is not that much important. When it is going to the Udayam degree, that 12 degrees more, right? That time the planet becomes more powerful. Okay, those sukshmas also I'll give you. Need not worry. For all planets, I'll give. The 10th house is called Uchiel or topmost point. So if you have been watching my Jamakol videos of late, every time I'll be discussing Uchiel Sindhani. Okay, means the 10th house will indicate what the person is actually thinking. Okay, apart from your Ardham and Udayam, if you are able to properly judge the 10th house planet, right, you can tell him. Okay, even if you are not telling Ardham or Udayam position, but if you are saying 10th house point, no, this is there somewhere in your mind, don't say no. He will say yes, this is also there in my mind. Most of the times he says this is only there, but even if that is not there, no, this is also there in my mind, he will agree. That much importance is given to the 10th house. So there is a saying in Tamil astrology, பத்துல ஒரு பாவியாவது இருக்கணும், they will say. Means at least one malefic at least should be there in 10th house, they will say like that. Means even malefic will do great success in its dasha, in the horoscope. That is the beauty of 10th house. Whichever planets in 10th to Lagna, things related to that you will get easily. Now, for example, let us assume from your Lagna in 10th house, you are having moon. Definitely anything with related to your mother, or anything emotions, or anything related to traveling, or you want to convince your mother, you will be easily able to convince her. Even if you don't like her also, she will be somehow sacrificing for you and she will give it to you. Or you can, if you go to any Devi temple, because moon also represents Devi, that God will give you that Vardhan or boon very easily. Okay. So what is that I'm trying to say is, for example, every day one Lagna rises, right? For example, now let us assume at this particular Lagna in 10th house there is Mars. If you go to any Narasimha Swami temple, or if you go to any Subramania temple and you keep any prayers you are supposed to do, within minutes it will get answered. Now in the 10th house there is some, now today Lagna is passing and in the 10th house there is Venus. You do anything related to Lakshmi, okay, like that. Definitely that prayer is a success. In 10th house, if there is Mercury related to what is that Vishnu, you do anything, that will be a success. Understood? So how to, this is like Murta rule, okay? Any planet in 10th house to the running Lagna, you take activities related to that planet. For example, in 10th house Sun is there, I want something to get done from my father, okay? If I go and approach him in that time, definitely he will say yes, he will not say no to me. Means 10th house is known for giving, always giving. Why? It is the topmost point in your horoscope. 10th is the topmost point in your horoscope. A planet 9th, 10th, 11 are called Uchi Babas. Means they are the climbing points in an horoscope. Okay. 9th, 10th and 11th are the Uchi Babas. Okay. We always know about the 9th house, right? How it is they say like in 5 and 9, 9 is even more auspicious because it is 5 to 5. And 10 and 11, it's always a bhava which will give you, even if there is a malefic planet also, it will always give you only good. In 11th house, there is one good and bad thing also. It keeps multiplying. Okay, for example, if your second lord is sitting in 11th house, it is a Raja Yoga, 2 and 11. But if your seventh lord is sitting in 11th house, what it will give?
Multiple marriages.
Multiple marriages today is not possible because of law. Multiple affairs.
Yeah.
Okay. A planet in 10th house confers excellence even if it is a malefic. That is what I told. பத்துல ஒரு பாவியாவது இருக்க வேண்டும். Okay. At sunset, sun will be in 7th bhava. If you go today 6 o'clock, if you take a lagna, okay, so the sun will be in 7th bhava. At sunrise, sun will be in lagna. Now, are you able to understand this arc? The 10th is the topmost point. If you take this horoscope, the 9th is the climbing bhava, 10th is the highest bhava, and 11th it is slightly down. But again, these 3 points are the uppermost curve of the horoscope.
Sir, just one question.
Ah,
You mentioned the Uchyal, the 10th bhava, if the planet will confer whatever. So I'm just thinking of it. If you go to say, if a woman goes to her husband and Mars is in the 10th at that point, the husband will give what they want.
exactly. Just like how we did the Panchaparshi course, like
Right,
that.
right.
Here, whenever the lagna is in the 10th bhava, okay, for example, today some lagna is running. In 10th bhava, if Mars is sitting in a good position, if she goes and talks to her husband to say something, which he otherwise would have said no, he will agree. For example, when I was taking you the Panchapakshi class, I told you like, for example, if you want to win over your wife, your Pakshi should be ruling and her Pakshi should be weak, and if possible, you try to wear a dress, okay, which will enhance your ruling capability. That time, if you go and talk to her, definitely that will be successful. The same concept here, instead of the Panchabhuta theory, we are applying it to the ascendant. It means whenever now for example, some ascendant is running in the 10th house, if the Mars is sitting in a good position, if she is going and approaching her husband, or she wants to get something related to property from the brother, okay, she wants to make an argument or settlement. If she goes and initiates that time, the brother who would otherwise start in other time, definitely now we will come to a settlement. Okay, fine. What is there in that you are born with me? We are not going to take away anything. Okay, maybe not that much. At least I'll give you this much. Okay, I agree for it. Like that, that settlement will definitely come. Or something she wants to go and do it for Lord Subramanya. From very long she has prayed, no, if something happens, I will do this. This time she can choose so that will be answered immediately. So these things practically you can try. I have tried. Okay, after trying it for ages, then only I am giving it. But this is the real importance. That is the reason even in Upendra Charya, in Jinendra Mala, he has given that much importance to this 10th house, Uchyal Sindhanai. If you see, the 9th bhava has down. Okay, the 11th bhava is going up, and 10th bhava is highest, and 9th bhava is coming down. Okay, I said it other way, sorry for that. Okay, the 11th bhava is the climbing one, and it goes to the top in the 10th, and it comes down in the 9th bhava. Okay, means that is the reason 9th bhava is given to God. In Tamil they will say, Kudukira Daivam Kuriya Pichikittu Kudukum. That means the giving God is going to crash the hut and give it to you from up to down. Means God doesn't take anything from us. He is only giving everything from up to down to us. That is the reason 9th bhava also we donated to God. Okay, because He is the giver. See, God, some people will tell, I'll give you 1,000 rupees, I'll do 2,000 rupees, I'll put you 1 lakh, I'll give 1 crore diamond. Okay, nothing is nothing. Okay, those are nothing for Him. Okay, He is not searching for that. Everything, whatever you are trying to tell, that is only He is giving to you. That is the 9th bhava. Though it is sliding down, means God is coming down and giving it for you. Okay, so whenever, if you see, whenever your Lagnadipati is related to 9th and 10th and 11th house, and that houses doesn't become the house of debilitation, something like that, definitely that person in his life will be like a good tall well built structure, or that tall can be said in terms of success. Okay, he will be a better recognized person in the society. In the job he is known for his successful works. Okay, means either physically or financially or materialistically he is going to reach the top status in the life. This you can check practically in a number of horoscopes. That is what we have said. Ninth bhava requires minimum efforts. It is always giving down to us. Hence, ninth bhava is connected to God. 11th bhava efforts needs to be put. For example, they will say in Ashtaka Varga 11th house I am having 40 points. I am not getting anything. There is one speciality. Generally they say 10th bhava and 11th bhava should be high. And 10th bhava, when compared to 10th bhava should minimum have more than 34 points. Then only it is good. And 11th bhava should have more than that. Practically in many cases it is difficult. But if you have like that, you are going to get very good results. But to get that, you have to put a lot of effort. But once you put that effort, right, you will do wonders. You can even take the horoscope of Rajiv Gandhi. Check his 11th bhava, then you will understand. Okay. Ashtakavargam Kakshayam also is a very good concept. Though here we will discuss only relevant to the nadi, but it will require minimum 6 to 7 classes if done as a separate course. There, in fact, we can even time the death of the father or mother. Okay, if possible in one class we'll try to do that also, or maybe I'll upload in the YouTube for everyone. You see, and whenever there is 4th, 9th and 1st Lord connected to 11th house, they get multiple degrees of success in education. This is understood. 4th and 9th represents education and higher education. Lagnadipati is himself. So whenever any one of these planets are connected to this house, definitely they will have more than 1 degree. Okay, so this is evident if the person is having 4th, 9th or 1st Lord connected to 11th house. So if anybody is having like that here,
Yeah, I have it, sir.
so you have double degree.
Yes.
Super. Okay.
Mm.
And 7th and 11th we already discussed. Multiple partners are more than one marriage.
Sir, one question I just want to do. In opposition to Uchyal, the 4th house would be at the lowest point.
Bottom most, correct.
So if we ask for something like you were saying, like, you look at the planet
correct,
there,
correct.
so this can be denied.
This can be denied. So that time it is better to avoid those karakas, or it's better to avoid those kind of prayers for that particular time. Okay. Because see, sometime you see, you will go for a temple very long time. The temple door only would have been closed. God is not even ready to see you. This has happened. So these are the times we should avoid. Okay. So the 4th bhava is the bottommost and 10th bhava is highest. If you want, I can illustrate here also. I don't know whether I have done that slide. Let me check it. It is there. See, now let us assume the Lagnam is Karkataka Rashi. Okay. So the first Rashi will be Karkatakam. So what will be the 12th Rashi? Mithuna Rashi. Correct.
Yes.
And 11th Rashi will be
Vrishabha.
Rishabham. And 10th will be Mesham. So the Mesham is the topmost point. And again what happens? It slowly comes down. Right? It slowly comes 9th house, 8th house, 7th house. That is the reason they say 7th house is a fall. Means the 7th house will have bottom and top. In the both regions it will cut. Means actually what I have done here is, see, this is one Rashi. This I have cut into 2 equal halves. Okay, I was not able to animate this. If some animation is done, it would have looked proper. Means this total 12 Rashis I have cut. 1 half I have taken and I have put into this extreme. Understood? So below this Cancer only this 7th Rashi will come. Okay, so I have cut this and I have put it here. So that is the reason 7th sign is a fall. Okay, in Krishnamurti Padhati KP will say 7th is a thief. It's a loss. And again if you see 2nd house, 3rd house, 4th house. So 4th house is the bottommost in a chart. And 5 and 6. Understood? That is the reason the 10th house they gave that much importance.
So one question. So generally, fourth house is considered as the house of Sukh also, right? General happiness.
Fourth house is called house of comfort. House of comfort means you are not doing
Comfort.
anything.
Oh, that's why it is the bottom.
Correct.
So,
It is a bottom.
okay. And one more question, sir. So when you said there's a planet in 10th house, for example, right? And if you have to go and do something, whether you pray to God or ask someone,
Correct.
is it that particular planet should be in Lagna at that point in time in transit?
No. For example,
Or it should be in the same house?
No.
Sorry.
See, I'll tell you. Okay. What I actually tell is for that rising Lagna, whatever the planet is in 10th house, that will be helpful. For example, now I am in Chennai. Okay. So for what is this month? This month is February month, right? So now the date is February 26th. Okay. So now what happens? Today by this time is around 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock approximately the Lagna would have come to Kanya Lagna if I am not wrong. Okay. So now Kanya Lagna would be probably running. So for this Kanya Lagna, if I take today, in 10th house there is no planet. But definitely in another day and half, moon will come. At this particular time, if I go and talk to my mother or my elder sister or any Devi temple I do, right, I will get that success.
Okay, so we are basically looking for the same planet in the 10th house during transit as well.
Correct. Now, for example, now let us assume if like 4 hours before there is some different lagna. So 4 hours before, let us assume it was what is that Mithuna Lagnam. In Mithuna Lagnam, then in 10th house there is Venus and Jupiter. Then if I go to any Guru temple or any Lakshmi temple, or if I go and talk to my wife, Guru and Shukra, see the beauty. Guru is sitting in the own house and Shukra is exalted, right? Guru is sitting in the own house, Shukra is exalted, and for the current Lagna, it is in the 10th. I go and ask anything to my wife, immediately she will agree. I am also in good position, my wife is also in good position. Okay,
Right.
anything I ask, it will be done. So I hope like now the concept is clear.
Yes, no, my question still remains. So is it related to the natal chart as well, or it is independent of
Not see
natal chart?
natal chart. What I am trying to say is, in the natal chart, whichever is your 10th house, okay, related to in your 10th house, if there is any planet, okay, if your planet is not there, then this rule is not existing. But if there is any planet in 10th house related to that planet, you pray to any god, or you if there is any relative,
Okay.
you approach them, that things will be get done. But for
Done.
everybody, there is not a possibility they will have a 10th house planet in the natal chart, right?
Right.
So for them, in the current transit chart, okay, whichever lagna is going, for every 2 hours, lagna will keep changing approximately.
Right.
For that lagna in 10th house, if there is some planet, you take advantage of that. I am saying that's all.
Okay, got it. Okay, thank you. Thanks for
Okay,
the
okay.
clarification. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Luminaries get exalted in house number 1 and 2. If you see, they are always next house. Means, if you see this chart, this 1 and 2, okay, it is like this 1 and 2, and this 1 and 2 are eyes, okay. Eyes should always look upwards. You see any Babaji's or any Siddhar's photo and all, their eyes will never look downwards. You see, it will be slightly pointed upwards. I don't know if you are observed or not. Even that Maha Avatar Babaji, what Rajinikanth shows, if you see his photo also, slightly it will look upwards. Right? The moment if you see downwards, it becomes the house number 7 and 8. Okay, that means you are getting debilitated. Okay, you are going out of your Atma's purpose. That is the reason these luminaries also get debilitated in house number 7 and 8. Got it? And in this also we can tell one more concept. So where does Mars get exalted? 10th house.
Makar Rasi.
Kala Purusha's 10th house.
10th.
So for a warrior, will he, what is good for him? Is going to the top and standing strat is good, or being in the bottom? So if you see in the 4th house of Kala Purusha, the same Mars gets debilitated. Understood? Why the Mars gets debilitated? Because 4th house is the bottom. It's a place of hiding. Okay. It's a bottommost place. A brave warrior will never go and hide, or he will never back off. Okay, he is always at the top, leading the army in front. That is the reason Mars will always get exalted in the 10th house, even though it's a Saturn house. In the 4th house, even though like Moon is its friend, it gets debilitated because a warrior will never accept a place of hideout or a downfall. Understood? There are lot of real theories why only 27 nakshatras, 4 padas, that and all Jains are will teach. Okay, will tell initially there were 36 nakshatras. Okay, why they made 27? Why only Navamsha is having like that? Vora means not only wealth. Why male will act like a male? Why male will act like a female? In Vora I will teach. Okay, that is his expertise. But yeah, this also just taking from my experience. And next, if you see this Navamsam, okay, so I think all of you will be knowing Navamsam here better than me. I can know that. Okay, but can any one of you tell why this Navamsam is taken? I know like some common answer will come, but yeah, let me hear it from you all. Why Navamsam is taken?
Because planet can be also behave as a in which Navamsha it is placed. So Navamsha Talle Rashi, Rashi Talle Navamsha.
No, please come again. Please put it in a simple language.
Also, if planet is placed in a particular Navamsh,
Ah,
a particular sign, you
okay,
can also take the significations of that sign even in D1 basically to
okay.
make interpretation.
Okay, this
Yeah.
is a altogether different view. Thank you. And I was expecting some common view, but nobody is talking that. Because usually, whenever we say Navamsha, people will tell one topic. Two topics they will tell. One they will tell marriage. Correct?
Right.
We see Navamsha for marriage. And second topic they will tell, sir, Rashi chart is only tree, sir. Navamsha is only the actual fruit. Navamsha will only show the strength. Like that they will tell. See, what your seventh lord, what your seventh house, what your Shukra is not showing, definitely your Navamsha will not show. Let me be very clear and transparent. If a person is not able to make prediction out of D1, he cannot make prediction out of anything. Even in Jain Sars class, you see, if when he is taking Varga Chakra, nobody will teach like that. I can assure, with warranty, I can write, because no books you will find, or any books you will not find. Okay, but that is original reality, which is parampara knowledge. Like that, but this I am not teaching is not Jain Sars concept. It's my own Nadi concept. Okay, with experience which I gained. Actually, this Navamsha is seen in Nadi at least for what purpose is, okay. It is seen only to see the relationship. For example, now you consider this Jupiter is in Ashwini first pada, and Sun is in Maka second pada. Okay, Maka second pada. Okay, then or let us consider like that. In Navamsha, where they will come?
Jupiter will come in Ashwini, first pada will be in Mesham, right?
Correct.
And Sun will be in second pada Megham, Magha, right? That will be Kanya.
No, Maka, it will not come in Kanya, it will come in Makar Rashi.
Okay, Makar. Correct.
Because the sun's Navamsha will start from Dhanu Rashi.
Right.
Okay. But now if you see, there is no that trines combination only. Though they are in same Rashi, in the Rashi chart. Understood, sir? In Rashi chart, they are in trine. From Aries to this
Right.
Leo. But when you take in Navamsha, they are actually not in trine. So, this Navamsham is going to indicate only the extent of the train relationship.
Purity of trine.
That's all. Beyond that, that Navamsha is not going to tell you whether a person is married or not married. Definitely, it doesn't have that much role. If your seventh lord is not going to tell, if your seventh bhava is not going to tell, if your Shukra is not going to tell, if your Mars is not going to tell, definitely your Navamsha cannot tell. It's only going to give you that connection and strength. That's all. Beyond that, it is not having. So, if somebody is not knowing Navamsha, I can teach. If everybody knows Navamsha, I will skip. Okay, we are not going to use more than this. Okay, but if somebody doesn't know, I will tell how Navamsha is done. Or you can take a snap of this picture. See, basically what happens, right? any Jupiter or Ketu or Moon, okay, their Navamsha will start from Aries. And Venus, Mars, and Saturn, these planets Navamsha will start from Leo. Sun and Rahu and Mercury, these persons, this thing will start from Sagittarius. Understand? You see here, Jupiter in second pada and Venus in first pada. In Navamsham, means sorry, Jupiter is 2 degrees, Venus 1 degree. In Navamsham, they will come in same house. Means they will be in Aries itself. Okay, because they both are in first pada. 3 degree 20 minutes is one pada.
Right, right.
But if you see here, Jupiter is in 2 degree, Venus is in 5 degree. But if you see here, they both are in next houses. They are not in same house. Okay, that is how, if you want to go even more Sukshma level in Nadi, we can use. This is a concept which I have taken from the bulk, this one, Kujanadi. Okay, but though it is not relevant here, but to show you like in what way they use this Navamsha and Nadi, I am just demonstrating it here, that's all. Okay, so this is all about this Navamsham. Now what we have to do is in the next class we will start about this Bhava, means for this Lagnadipati, or okay fine, let us start. 15-20 minutes time is there, let us not waste. I think hope you don't need a break, right? You can continue.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Now, can anyone give your chart so that even though you all know, we'll start with the chart so it's a refresher for all of you. Understand?
Sir, I'll give mine, sir.
Sure, sure. Anybody can volunteer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My chart.
Don't know whether Jagannath Vara is there or it is gone, but anyways. It is there. Yes, Anirudh sir, tell me your chart.
3012 December.
And next chart will take Vivek sir. What is the date?
December
December
30
okay.
1993
Time
and 1445.
1445.
Yeah, 1445.
1445.
And city is Chennai only.
Sir, you are not yet married, right?
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So that I'll teach you when I take this Astakara.
Sure.
Okay. So you all can note down these positions if you want, or you can just see from this also. So let me see this. Okay, sir. For Sun, what are the planets in 159? This way only you can learn. Okay.
So Mercury, Venus, and Mars.
Mercury, Venus, and Mars. And in 7th, nothing. Second, nothing. 12th, nothing. And Saturn and Jupiter.
Well,
Correct, sir?
there is Rahu, no? There is Rahu, no? 12th.
Where?
In 12th from Sun.
But we will not take 12th now. We will take only 1 2 5 9, right?
Okay, okay. Again, I was looking at the 12th last column and then I thought.
Uh-huh. Next is Moon. So 159.
Rahu.
7, nothing. Second, nothing. 12, nothing. 3, 11, nothing. Mars. What are the things are there?
So Ketu will be there, na? For Moon.
Oh, if
3
Rahu comes, Ketu will not come, na?
Oh, okay. Right.
And Ketu is also in 11th house. 11th house will not take.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so that is the reason I am doing this drill. Most of the times if you go wrong in nadi, it is only because you have not taken the combinations. So I developed this method to put in a tabular way so that it will be easy for you to get that imprint. So you can have this with you. In future you will know like which planet is affecting what, which planet is supporting what in your horoscope. So Rahu, Sun, then
Sun, Venus, Mercury.
correct. 7th house,
Nothing.
nothing. Second house, nothing.
Nothing.
12th house, nothing. And 3 and 11,
Again, Saturn, Jupiter.
Saturn, Jupiter. Excellent. Next is Mercury. For Mercury, it will be the same, correct? Because they both are together.
So, but
now.
why do we say nothing in 12th house for Sun and Mars?
Because in 12th house only Rahu is there, na?
Acha. Okay.
Rahu will not take when it is 12. We will take only when it is 1 2 5 9 from a planet.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, correct,
Okay.
correct.
Yeah, so
2 5.
I know like this confusion is there for everyone. So only I am putting this tabular column. So in future, if whomever they want to make analysis, they can make it like this.
Very nice.
So this will be same, right? Mercury and Mars will give the same, like this Sun. Now after Mercury, what is there? Jupiter, ah? For Jupiter, 159. Only Saturn.
Yes, only Saturn.
7th house.
Only Saturn.
Nothing.
Hmm. Second house.
Second was Rahu. Rahu is there.
Ah, good. And what is next? 12th, nothing.
311 you have
Hmm. And 311.
Sun, Venus, Mercury, Mars.
Super. Next is Venus. Correct. So for Venus, same like Sun we can write. Correct.
Yes, sir. Sun, Mars, Mercury.
So here we have to write Mars. Mercury will not be there now. Here Mercury,
Mars and Sun.
Mars and Sun. Then 7th house will be nothing. And second house will also will be nothing. 12th also nothing. And 3 bar 11, Saturn and Jupiter. Correct.
Yes.
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 And next we have the Saturn. Saturn, Jupiter, and here nothing. And Venus, Mercury, Mars,
Sun and Mars.
and Sun. Correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Next is Rahu. Rahu 159 Moon. And it's 7. Anyways, will not take for 7. 2 Jupiter. 12 will not take. 311 also will not take. Next Ketu. Ketu, can you find anything?
So why do you take Jupiter as the second house? That's because Rahu is moving in the anti-clockwise direction, is it?
From when Rahu will come to any planet, from any planet, if Rahu Ketu is in 1 to 5, then we'll take them.
Okay.
Okay. So now this is done. Okay, this is for basic. Now because you are advanced, we have to go further more. Because we are considering Bhava also. Sun is which Bhava owner?
Fourth Bhava.
Fourth line.
And where it is sitting?
The eighth Bhava.
Your Lagnam is in ending degree, huh?
No, it's in the starting degree, sir.
Both are one and the same only, na? 2 degree. I think that then rectification needs to be done with an Avana Mamsam. Okay. Fine. So, 4th Bhava, and what is the other Bhava?
Eighth Bhava. It's okay, posited in the eighth house. Eighth Bhava.
Fourth and 8th Bhava. Correct. Super. And moon, only
Third,
third
third.
bhava, 3 comma 3. Correct, sir? Mars,
7, 12, 8.
7, 12, and 8th. And Mercury,
That's 2, 5, 8.
2 comma 5, and 8 it is only. Okay. And Jupiter,
8, 11, 6.
8, 11, and 6.
1,
And
6, 8 is
Venus,
Venus. 1, 6, 8.
1 comma 6 comma 8. Saturn,
9, 10, 10. That's 9, 10, 10, sir.
9, 10, 10. Seri, okay.
9, 10, 10, sir.
Rahu, only 7.
Just only 7, yeah.
Ketu, only Lagna Bhavan.
1. Yeah, only 11.
Okay. Now here it doesn't stop. You have to go further. For the sun, where and all there is a negative planet, we will mark it in red. Okay. Correct. Idu one na. This one. Correct.
Yes.
You should tell. I have already learned. I should make you all too perfect. So you only should tell.
Mercury.
Just saying in humor sense, sir, don't take it seriously. Okay. So Mars here, and this is good. Saturn, Jupiter is good. Okay. And for Jupiter, only problem is this Rahu. If this Rahu was not there, it was a fantastic yoga. And for this Venus, again the sun is the spoiler. And here Mars and Sun. Here Moon and Jupiter. So now you can understand from this chart. Okay, in your chart, the heavily afflicted planet is Moon.
Yes.
Okay. So what Moon's Karaka and Moon Bhava Karaka, how it is working in your life? Is there a lot of tensions and confusions running in your mind?
No, always confusions is there.
Hmm.
So that's always there, yeah.
Are you always stuck between two decisions?
Yes, yes, always.
Hmm. And how is your relationship with your mother, and how is your mother's relationship with her siblings and parents?
My relationship with her is good, but her relationship with their siblings might not be that great, yeah.
Mhm. And has there been any time period like you are separated from a house and you are studying in some boarding or some job rise, like you have to leave the house and study
Yes, so during 2 years during my MBA, I was away, so
away
yes.
from the house? Mhm. Now, if you see your Mercury, see it is having only one planet in cement, that is Mars. But otherwise, if you
Okay.
see it is having so much supportive Baba. You understand?
Okay, okay.
Okay. But Mars is there. So, was there any gap between your engineering and MBA, or is it a continuous one?
No, so engineering and you're talking about
MBA.
the next education.
Yeah,
Yes, I worked
gap.
for 2 years, so there was a gap
Gap
in
was
between.
there, right? That is majorly because of mass. But in MBA also you would have done very good only. Understood? This marks can
Okay,
give you only
okay.
that gap, but it cannot spoil your MBA education. So how you did your MBA?
Yeah, I did well only, sir. Did well.
So you got that distinction.
Almost around distinction. Yeah,
Okay,
I got distinction, correct. Yes.
okay, great. Okay, so why this is, this will give you a glimpse which planet is heavily affected for a particular person. Understand?
But how do you say that there was some gap and possible? I mean, that sort
This
of this thing.
this
How do you
Mars
know
is having 159 connection, na?
that? Okay.
Understood? At the same time, Sun and Venus is also connected to that Mercury, because Sun is like a kind of gold medal, and Venus is highest education. That is the reason I asked you have do 2 degrees, and you would have completed more than 1 degree. But Mars, if you see, that is also in 159 range only. So that Mars has to give you some kind of breakage. Okay,
Okay.
it will give you
Okay.
some
Okay.
gap, or it will give you some arrears. Understood? Like that, definitely it will
Okay.
give. But here in 159, we can say it is only a gap. So this is how we have to present a chart. Okay, with this chart only we will be able to say. Now, for example, this person's Lagnadhipati is Shukra. Okay, and if you see where is Shukra is sitting, it is sitting in 8th house. Correct, sir?
Yes. Yes.
So I already told you, whenever this, okay, there are other factors for this Shukra in 159, how many friends are there, that and all we have to take, okay. But generally telling, whenever there is a Shukra in 8th house or 6th or 12th house, I told you three things in life. Either the marriage gets delayed, or there is a late marriage or no marriage, or there is a problem with the childbirth, okay, or there is constantly sickness. So what we can say with this person, okay, already I think you are 31, sir.
No, I'm 29, sir. Not
29,
31.
93 you are born, huh?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, 93 means 2023, in some months you will become 30 completed, no?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
30 completed, 30 running for you. You are not 29, 30 running for you. So you are told December. In December comes, it will be 30 completed. So
Yes. Yes.
what
Yes.
happens is that late marriage criteria it comes. Okay. Second thing also, when compared to other people, there is a possibility you may get like frequent cold or something like health conscience you will be. Okay. So those things will come. Okay. Those negative things is going to come in the chart. But will it be completely negative or will it be completely positive? That I'll teach you in the next class, where we will see what are the relationships is Venus is making. Okay, whether it's making trainer relationship with the friends, or it is making trainer relationship with negative. In the next class, I'll give you that nadi, friendship and enmity chart. That is very, very important along with this. Okay, so based on that only we can judge. But going to 8th bhava is one negative, which is already in terms of marriage we can see. Okay, and health issues also you should be slightly take care. Why? Because if 3 people are training in a train, if 2 are not getting COVID, for him that possibility will be high. Understood? So that way, that is a bad. In another way, it is also good. Why? Because there is a Venus, there is a Mercury, and there is a Mars. Okay, these are very, very good. Okay, what things those will be doing, that will be seen the predictionary part. But now what I want you all to do is make a chart of yours, okay, and you see, okay, in the next, because in the next basic class also, like what is that on the other day, I will do this, okay, that is not a problem. But what I am trying to say is, try to fill up this, because most of you will make a mistake in the 12th house and the second house, this Rahu Ketu, because Rahu Ketu are very, very important. If you miss that, the complete prediction will go upside down. Without any doubt, I am telling. Okay, in this Nadi, Rahu Ketu is very, very important. Okay, but and again, one more thing also we have to understand. Okay, so for this person, there is another thing also. Can you all identify? There are 2 important concepts in an horoscope. For him, that there is there that what is that? There is an exchange between Jupiter and Venus also. Correct, sir?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sixth lord and eighth lord.
So that sixth and the eighth lord also gives him Viparita Raja Yogam. Okay, Viparita Raja Yogam, and whenever this Jupiter is coming to this place and Venus will go to that place, so the assignment for you all is for the same chart make the tabular column after exchange. Okay, forget about retrogression and all. Okay, that also needs to be worked out. But after exchange, try to do it. In case if you are doing it and submitting me before Friday, if somebody has done some mistakes, I will be able to correct it. Because this is fundamental. After that, I am teaching Saptarishi Nadi, I am teaching Nadi Vastu, introduction to palmistry, and we'll go to progression itself, 3 and 4 classes. Dasha Bhukti, everything is fine. But if you don't know how to put the chart, then everything will go wrong. Okay, so it hardly takes you now. I was just demonstrating. For demonstrating itself, it hardly took me 10 to 12 minutes only. So if you're doing it on own, it shouldn't take much time. So try to do it after exchange and put it in the group, or literally put it in the group, or you can send it to me individually, whichever you feel comfortable. If you put in the group, everybody can see each other and they can do it more properly. But however, it's your comfortability. So do it. We will meet in the next class. We will go with more and more concepts. Okay, because 5-6 classes will be full of theoretical concepts. After that 10, 11, 12 and all fully practical applications. So that time we should be in a very confident position to do all this. Okay, fine. Thank you all. If you are having any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, I will wind up the class.
Sir, I just have one doubt, sir. So here you're showing, those there's red color highlighted inimical planets. So you're saying that the more the number of inimical planets, the Karakatva will get affected.
Correct. For
Like,
example,
let's say if you're taking Rahu. Sorry.
now let us assume the sun is there. The sun is having only two insimal planet, Venus and Saturn. Now let us having it is having 3 insimal planets and only 1 positive planet. Then definitely either the father stays away from family or father is short-lived. We can very easily say that. Understand?
Yeah.
So so that insimal and friendly chart I'll give in the next class. That is very, very important.
Okay. Or does any inimical planets in 159 versus 311 gets higher weightage or something like that? Say in Sun,
That will go.
you have
That weightage also makes
Sure.
difference. Right? Yeah. But now you are all able to put it right, because now also a few people had some doubts. Okay. Only in this advanced class I am showing this tabular method, because in the initial classes if you give this bhava and all comes into the range, okay, then they will get confused. Okay, so now just try to practice for the same chart with exchange. In the next class I'll give the insimal planets and this different kinds of planetary motions. Okay, everything we will see. Okay, because this is an advanced concept now. We will go everything in detail. And also, well, like whatever I am teaching, you cannot find it in any book. You cannot find in R.G. Rao or C.G. Rao or anywhere. Okay, what I am teaching is purely my research. That is the only thing I always feel better of myself, what I achieved till today. Okay, so any doubts, please don't hesitate. Put it in the group directly, I'll answer, or ping me personally also, I'll answer. But please work out this assignment. If any difficulty also, you ask me, I'll try to help you out. Thank you all.